Welcome to the video. Today we will talk about the languages in England before English. So we are so accustomed to thinking of English as an inseparably adjunct to the English people that we are likely to forget that it has been the language of England for a comparatively short period in the world history. Since its introduction into the island of the middle of the 5th century, it has a career extending through only 1,500 years. Yet this part of the world have been inhabited by humans for thousands of years. To be exact, 50,000. Many years, right? But what we know of the earliest inhabitants of England is derived wholly from the material remains that have been uncovered by archaeological research.
Now let's talk about the Stone Age, and the Stone Age is thought to have lasted in England until about 2000 before Christ, although the English were still using some stone weapons in the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Due to the fact that the Stone Age was of long duration, it is customary to distinguish between an earlier and later period, known as the Paleolithic and Neolithic, and the Paleolithic humans, who by the way were the earliest inhabitants of England, entered at a time when this part of the world formed a part of the continent of Europe, and the people of this period were short of stature, long-armed and short-legged, with low foreheads and poorly developed chins. They were dependent for food upon the vegetation that grew wild and such animals as they could capture and kill.
Let's not forget to mention that language disappeared with the disappearance of the race, or their absorption into the later population. We know nothing about the language or languages of Paleolithic culture. The word Neolithic is likewise a convenient rather than scientific terms to design the peoples who, from about 5000 BC, possess a superior kind of stone implement, often polished, and a higher culture generally. It was a race of slightly larger stature than the Paleolithic population. The people of this culture had domesticated the common domestic animals and developed elementary agriculture. They made crude pottery and did a little weaving, and some lived in cranos, structures built on pilings driven into swamps and lakes.
Unfortunately,
created using Powtoon.